Hello, doctor, and my classmates. So I'm going to present about the Exmobile explosion, which happened on February 18, 2015 on Wednesday. The explosion occurred in California. So especially on the ESP unit, which a pollution control device in the fluid catalytic cracking unit, which is called FCC. Which removes the catalyst particles using charge plates that produce sparks. So that sparks actually led to which worked as a potential ignition source during normal operation. The incident occurred when the Exmobile was attempting to isolate the equipment for maintenance while the unit was in an idle mode of operation. Preparation for the maintenance activity caused a pressure deviation that allowed the hydrocarbons to backflow through the process and ignite the ESP unit. So the causes of the incident: a failure on establish the safe operation limits for operating the FCC unit in a standby mode, operating FCC unit equipment beyond its predicting safe operating life, which led to a failure of the equipment, which allowed the hydrocarbons to reach the ESP unit. Lack of safety instrument to detect flammable hydrocarbons flowing through the equipment. Lastly, the refinery management wasn't prepared well for the safety managers and the safety standards of the refinery. So as we can see here in the figure, we can see that the catalyst in the reactor was going to the refrigerator, to the regenerator, and it's supposed to be to go recycled back to the recycle unit. But during the safety mode, everything was shut down and the control valve in the middle was partially closed, so which led to the catalyst particles to goes into the regenerator and eventually cause a reaction which called coke for the hydrocarbons and made a flue gas which flows into the eventually to the ESP unit. So the steam flow rate was reduced through the process and the reactor pressure could no longer prevent the hydrocarbons backflow from the main column, and the hydrocarbons leaked through closed control valve to the FCC unit, and the air side piping and the equipment, and which led to the hydrocarbons air mixture ignite inside the ESP unit. So the consequences of that total damage of the ESP unit: debris from the explosion hits equipment near to the ESP, and the explosion also may cause casualties, which 4 employees were injured, and the catalyst dust was reported in the nearby community. The public perceptions towards the incident, they were not happy about it. And from that, the community and some workers went to strike and protest against the safety of the public and the safety of the workers. Ethical elements: the company safety standards from the previous incident shows some red flags and made the residents nearby the plants were concerned about the refinery's ability to operate safely, which led us to have a learning lessons. First of all, it's essential to schedule and perform maintenance safety critical equipment, and also to identify and define safe operating limits for all modes of operation. Control valves typically should not be used as block valve because fluid flow through a partial open control valves. Refinery companies should evaluate their FCC units to determine whether there are sufficient safeguards to prevent ESP hydrocarbons to explode. To conclude, the incident was preventable since the weakness in the process safety management program led to the carbons backflow in the FCC units and ignite in the ESP unit. So that's all for me. Thank you.